Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another 911 review, y'all. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. The episode starts off with a mom and daughter. Her daughter is like 10 years old. She's upset with the mom because the mom and dad are separating. The mom is taking the daughter on a hot balloon ride, I guess to try to smooth things over or get her daughter to stop being upset with her. But the daughter is really upset that her parents are going through this divorce and she doesn't feel like she has any say in it. Okay, so it's very upsetting, right? They get on the hot air balloon and the daughter is still acting kind of funky. The mom is like, but it's a beautiful view. And then the wind picks up. The guide gets them down, okay? And when he and the mom jump off of the balloon at the same time, he actually hit his head on a rock. So he had a concussion and was passed out. So the mom calls 911. The crew gets there and they get on the fire trucks. They get her to talk to her daughter and get her to pull the string to release some of the air out of the balloon so she can slow down. But they have to hurry up and catch her before she crashes because she's moving so fast. So it was touch and go there for a second. However, it empowered the little girl, okay? It made her feel like she did have some power in her life once they got her down and safe and all of that. Child, the way Buck jumped into that hot air balloon, I was like, get it, Buck. Like, Buck is always jumping into something. You know, it's just always the action hero. And yes, I'm just saying, it's hot, you know. I ain't chewing no gum, but it looked like it. When the little girl gets to her mom, she says, Mom, I do feel empowered. You and Dad should go to therapy. Yeah, y'all definitely should. If y'all haven't gone to therapy yet and you've decided to get a divorce, that's really sad. You should always try therapy first. So you guys, Henrietta and Karen. So Karen found a receipt from Shogun. Y'all, we got a Shogun down here, so I knew what she meant. That hibachi, right? But anyway, she was like, who did you go to Shogun with and why wasn't I invited? Henrietta was like, oh, I took Chimney there for his birthday and I didn't want to invite you because he would have had to invite Maddie and Maddie would have invited Buck and then Buck would have invited Bobby and Bobby would have invited Athena and then it's just like a whole bunch of people and me paying for, you know, 6 other people's dinner and I didn't want to do that, okay? And Karen was like, oh my God, are you being frugal? Oh my God, I'm so hot. Okay, she was so turned on by this and she was like, oh, if you're turned on by that, wait till you find out that I'm thinking about signing up for a Costco card. Oh, I was like, not a Costco card. I just signed up for a Sam's card. Yeah, you gotta try to get those things in bulk these days. And then her phone starts buzzing and it's someone named Imelda. Who the hell's Imelda? Bobby picks up the kids from Michael's place. It's supposed to be Athena, but she's working double time trying to figure out what has happened to the rapist that got away last episode. You guys remember, he had that drone that caused an accident on the scooter with the dad and the son, and he was actually flying that drone over a woman's house that he planned to rape later on. Athena is blaming herself for him getting away when really they would have never even known that he was a serial rapist had it not been for her gut. She and another detective talk to some of the women that they've been able to identify from the videos. And they find out that he likes to keep trophies. He always takes something from the woman after, you know, he's raped her. So Athena sets out to find somewhere where he might keep all of these trophies since it's obvious that he didn't keep them at home. Then we see Michael at the hospital getting an MRI. It was kind of scary there for a second. I didn't know whether he was about to stroke out or if he was having a panic attack or not. Either way, we were very happy to see him get out of there alive and well. He's on the phone with Athena pretending like he's not stressed out, telling her that everything's fine, but we all know that's not true. Maddie and Josh are at work and he talks to her about how the lawyers, I guess, and he tells her how the prosecutors want him to give a personal statement in court against Greg, and he's scared. He doesn't want to have to come face to face with him. But I'm like, Josh, nut up, okay? You're gonna have to do this. That man took advantage of you on 2 different occasions. You're gonna have to take it to his nuts, and I mean that, in court. Take it to the nuts. So you guys, there's some like, you know, crazy Barbara looking white lady that is losing her shit on the electric company people because they have to cut down some limbs from a tree. She said they already ruined the one back there. there. You know, she's upset. Like, lady, if you don't go back in your house, you want electricity, don't you? Okay, because if we don't cut the tree and you have issues with your electricity, the next time there's a storm, you're gonna be pissed off and calling the electric company talking about, why is my electricity off? I paid my bill. So shut up, you know what I'm saying? But this lady is flipping out, okay, over this tree. So the man, the tree trimmer, gets on top of his truck inside of the bucket to cut the tree limb down. The lady jumps in his truck and drives off, okay? Mind you, he's in a bucket in the air, so he calls 911. Right as he's giving them the information, she's coming up on a power line, and if he doesn't jump out of it, he'll get electrocuted right along with her crazy ass. Right before he jumps out of the bucket onto a UPS truck, he tells them to bring 2 ambulances when they come down there. The woman ends up running into the power line and electrocuting herself, and then she gets stuck inside the car, so they have to get the electricity turned off in order to get her crazy ass out of the car. She thought that the cops were showing up for the tree cutter, but oh no, ma'am, we're here for your crazy ass. You're going to jail. When the power got turned off, they realized that it wasn't the power company turning it off. It was an actual outage, a citywide outage. Michael is in an elevator in the hospital with this cute, I'm gonna say presumably gay doctor. Yes, that's the energy I was picking up on. Something happened inside that elevator. Nothing nasty, but something emotional and mental, I say the least. There are a bunch of car accidents. It's gonna be a long day. And then Maddie gets a call from a guy stuck in a freezer in a restaurant. I was like, oh my God, somebody get to him before he freezes to death. Thank God Bobby and the rest of the crew get to this man before he freezes to death, but he had passed out right before they got there. And at first it seemed like they weren't gonna be able to get him out of there because all of their saws and electric tools had been used up from everything that had happened that day already. But they did end up getting him out of there and he was okay, thank you, Lord. Athena finds a storage facility that she thinks the rapist might be hiding some of his trophies. And if he's hiding his trophies there, he might be hiding out there as well. So she calls for backup, but while she's looking around the place, the guy comes up behind her and knocks her out. And then she was on the radio with Maddie while she was walking. So as soon as he hit her, Maddie could hear the whole little scuffle going on. And she calls Bobby and them, and then they can hear it over the radio, the fight that is happening between Athena and this man. I mean, she is fighting for her life. We don't know what the hell is going on. We just see that wig going back and forth and we're scared, okay? Because we know how 911 likes to do us. But you know what? We know she gonna live. She has to live, okay? And guess what? We hear a gunshot. And we like, oh my God. And then that look on Bobby's face, like, I've lost a wife before. I can do it again, I think. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It was stressful. And they get there, y'all, and Athena is beat the hell up. But you know what? She's not the one that shot. Okay, and that's what's most important. Some broken ribs, bruised, messed up face, bloody, that type of thing. But on the other hand, the other guy, he was far more messed up than she was. He was shot. Of course, Bobby jumps in the ambulance with her. The perp has to wait for his ambulance. I said, I know that's right. Bobby calls Michael just as he's been released from the elevator after having a nice little conversation with the doctor. I mean, at least he knows where he works. He'll be back. But he brings the kids to the hospital, and the way Harry looked at Athena when he first saw her, like he was scared to touch her. He said, I don't want to hurt you, mommy. And she was like, oh, baby, I need a hug from my kids. You know, I need a hug. And it hurt. But she needed that damn hug, y'all. Oh, Lord. The look. Oh, it was terrible, y'all. It was a terrible fight, but she was okay. She was all right. Bobby said he was going to spend a night in the hospital with her, and she tried to argue with him, and he was like, no. Let me do this. Okay, we're not about to argue about this. I'm your husband. I'm going to be at the hospital with you. Period. And then Mae has her prom during this time when Athena is in the hospital. So they come to the hospital to take pictures and show the dress, and they want to take pictures of Athena, and Athena is like, I don't want anybody to see me like this. And Mae was like, I see you, Mom. Mom, you fought and you won. Okay, I want to remember you right now being a winner at the end of this fight. Okay, so they take pictures and everything, and it was a beautiful moment. And I was like, you better do it, Mae. I love when children get their parents. You know what I'm saying? She gets her. She triumphed. She won. Even though she looks beat up, she won the war. Y'all, then we see Henrietta and Karen. They were getting ready to go down to the hospital to see Athena, and Karen was like, I'm not feeling good, I'm gonna stay at home. But really, she's gonna do some snooping and find out what the hell has Henrietta been up to with this lady named Imelda. So she goes over to Chimney's place with some pieces of paper she found and a text message to ask Chimney if he knows what's going on, and also to ask him about the receipts for that dinner that she said she went on with Chimney. And Chimney was like, no, she didn't go to dinner with me. So now Chimney is like, she used me to lie, and Karen's like, she lied. Child. Okay, so they end up getting drunk. And then Maddie calls Henrietta to come and pick up Karen. And she's like, you're cheating on me. And Chimney is laying right there next to her. You cheated, y'all. It was so stupid, okay? But really what it was, much like we thought, was that Henrietta is really thinking about being a doctor. Imelda is the doctor, the surgeon that she met when she went into the ER, you know, with her hand inside that guy's chest. You know what I mean? She's really thinking about pursuing this career as a doctor. And that's what it's really about. And when she says that, Karen is like, oh baby, that's such a good idea. Chimney is upset because he knows that he's, you know, losing Henrietta, at least as far as her being at the firehouse every day when he goes to work. So yeah, it's a little sad, but we're happy for Henrietta. We are. We want this for her. Go be great. Go be great. And then you guys, Maddie tells Josh that she really thinks that he would regain some of his power and his strength in this situation with Greg if he would go and testify face to face and tell his story about what this man did to him. And eventually he decides to go ahead and do that. And I'm like, good. Michael goes over to the house to see about Bobby and see how he's doing with everything. And he's having a hard time. He feels powerless to help Athena while she's going through all of this, you know, physically. And so they beat down the wall together. It's a beautiful moment. I was like, oh, I want to be down a wall. I really do. And y'all, then Maddie gets a call from Connie Britton on a huge wrecked train. Y'all, that shit was scary looking. They had one piece of the train that was just upright. I was like, oh my God, are all the people like on top of each other at the bottom of the train? Y'all, next week. It's gonna be something. I know it's gonna be something, y'all. It's a big one. It's a huge train. I mean, that train wreck that happened, child, when was that? 2011? I can't remember what year that was. I know I was working at the news station when it happened though. But anyway, y'all, that was 911. The episode was really good. And something is definitely gonna happen with Michael and that doctor. I'm interested. Oh my God. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.